All right. Naru drawing. Okay. Given that given y equals to x plus 3. This is the equation given to the learners. All right, people. Se la ku sungla ku tirha la. Hi la ku sungla ku tirha la. Hi la ku endla ti-linear equations. Let me just write a linear equations. Linear equations. You want to deal with linear equations. People, ya avangeni vani ta kota ku tirha la. Avangeni vani ta kota ku tirha grade 8. Grade 8. Ngenani vana nga ta kota ku tirha ma grade 8. Grade 8. A hi ngheneni byelana van'wani hi nghena laha hi ta kota ku endla ti-graphs lama nga ta tika mugangeni a hi ngheneni hi ta kota ku tirha ti-graphs la linear equations. Want to deal with the linear equations, my people. I'm just waiting for others to join me. Can I answer this person? Minga humi ne. No ku answer munhu un'wana. Let me answer someone. Now we are again, guys. I'm back again, guys. I'm back again. I'm just waiting for others to join, I join in so that ita kota ku tirha. I join in ita kota ku tirha. I join in ita kota ku tirha. Let me check something. Okay. I'm just waiting for others to join, okay? Okay. Was okay, I'm not business one. And check something lah. And check something lah. So now we can start engaging about this linear equation, people. We can start engaging about this linear equations. Okay, let me start. Hey guys, a linear equation. A linear equation, we are talking about an equation whose graph is a linear. Okay, whose graph is a what? Is a linear. So it's a line, whose graph is a line. So let me just define this. I'm saying this is an equation whose graph is a line, a straight line. Okay, so a linear equation is an equation whose graph is what? Is a line. So in this case, we want to talk about this linear graphs. I believe Mise Msunguleni kudonda swileswiwani ka the grades ta n'wina, right? So with the linear graphs, if ever they are saying complete the table and graph the linear equation, you complete the table and then you graph the linear equation. So you will be given a linear equation which is y equals to x plus 3, okay? So in this case now, you know that x, it's your what? It's your input. X will refer to the inputs, x values. But y is the output. Okay, so x and input, y is the what? Is the output. So in this case, we know that this equation y equals to x plus 3. Y is equals to x plus 3. This is a rule. Nithamba kuma swihleketa swa ti-flow diagrams, right? Va fika va ku nyiketa rule and then you have to find the inputs. At some point you have to find the output. So it's leswi va kha swi humelela laha. So a linear equation, we're talking about an equation whose graph is a line, and then you will be given the equation in the form y is equals to x plus 3, or in the form of y it is equals to mx plus c. We shall talk about that later on. But equation is standard form yayo. As to y it is equals to mx plus c. Is standard form equation yaliwa, where m is the slope or the gradient of the graph, right? But c is the constant number. Fanala ingafika ibekela 3 lewa looks one. So the way you get to y is equals to x plus 3 input and the output, and this one equals to Svitana rule. So in this case, they will say complete and graph the linear equation. So in this case, you are going to complete this table. To complete this table, you have your x's here. So you are going to say y it is equals to, where there is x, ya ku vekeleni ka mani longana x ya vekela -3. So ta fika ku -3 plus 3, ma swi vona ni? So hi kuma mani? Hi kuma 0, ma swi vona? Swi komba ku laha i 0 ya hina hi nga na yona, our 0 as the output. And then hi tlhe hi vuya futhi hi fika hi ku yini? Hi na y it is equals to, longana x ya vekela -2 sweswi, -2 plus 3 answer ra hina mani i 1 lowu nga swi twisisi tirhisa calculator swi komba ku la hina mani hi na 1 hi vuya futhi hi fika ku la ku nga na 3 ku nga na x ya veka la negative 1 ta fika ku this negative 1 plus 3 and the answer will be 2 swi komba ku la se hina mani na 2 hi le ya 2 ya hina. We move in that order again. We are saying y it is equals to, where there is x, we'll replace by 0. So it will be 0 plus 3, which is equals to 3. It means here we have 3. You replace x by 1, it's y it is equals to 1 plus 3, and the answer is 4. It means here we have what? 4. We move to 2, we say y it is equals to, where there is x, you replace by what? By 2. So it will be 2 plus 3, and the answer is 5. Move to the last one, x, you replace x by 3. Replace x by 3. Let's replace x by 3. It will be y it is equals to 3 plus 3, which is equals to 6. So the last one here, we got 6, right? So the community, the output style. I said that these are the inputs, and these are the what are the outputs. Okay. So now, say for me point timbirhi, for me number timbirhi leti fambaka swin'we ka point yin'we. Okay. Como minus 3 na 0 ti famba ka point yin'we ti ri timbirhi. Minus 2 and 1 ti le ka point yin'we ta mi kombeta loko ka hi draw graph, right? I drawing very representa table ya hina in the form of a linear equation. So I draw a graph, drawing the Cartesian plane. This is our Cartesian plane, right? And then we draw something like this. We're drawing Cartesian plane. And the horizontal line, it represents what? It represents x. And the vertical line, it represents what? Y values. Swikomba ku la ka line loko ku ta va ku tshame ti y values ntsena. Hala. La hi le ka 0 la. La ku hlangana ku x na y. Lero x is 0, y is 0. So ti hlangana la xikarhi laha mi le ku swi voneni. Swi komba ku now hi ta fika hi vona yini. Loko hi ku hi na negative laha ku ta ku ri 1 2 3 4 5 6. So it will be 6 5 4 3 2 1. Same applies here. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Just like that. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. In that order. You can just proceed with the negatives up to the negative infinity if ever. So there it will be 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, up to negative infinity, right? So this can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to positive infinity. So we have something like this. So it's a Cartesian plane, this one in draw one, right? So got this Cartesian plane. Here could draw in ka point in 1 and 1. Minus 3 and 0 is a point. Minus 2 and 1 is a point. Just like that. This is a point, a point, a point, a point, a point. Ibi the join la. So hila go represent information le ngana yona le. Ka graph ya ka Cartesian plane le ngana yona la. Sikoma ku seswane ta fika ku yini manana. Ya fika hi ku minus 3 hi sungula hi hi x hi tela y, okay? La hina minus 3 hi leyi minus 3. 0 ya hina yi le kwihi ya y? Yi la 0 yi kwala ka origin. This is the origin, okay? This is the origin of the graph. The origin ya hina liya. This is the origin, okay? The origin O. So kuma kuna 0 and 0 ta y na x. So it's minus 3 and 0. So kuma ku ile yina ni ya hina graph ya hina la upload graph ya hina. Kuma ku na point ya hina yo sungula liya I minus 3 na 0 liya. Okay? And then hisuka ya kwi. We are done with number 1. Number 2, hina minus 2 and 1. Ya got the x values. X ya hina yi. Very minus 2, ili minus 2. Minus 2 naman na 1 ya y. So ila the point le tlangana ko. Minus 2 and 1. So this is the point we are talking about. Here we are fourth. Hiko, hina minus 1 and 2. Minus 1 and 2. Minus ya x, 2 ya y, ile 2. That point le tlangana kona, ifekela dot. Just like that. Next one na son. Ibi suka hiku leti hetini to. Hiku 0 and 3. X where is 0. 0 ile ingeleka origin la. Mngariba. Ibi wena 3 ya man ya y ile ya output ile. Output. Hetini ile. Hina 1 and 4. 1 and 4. 1 ya x. Positive x values ile tinga I 1 itsumela ka positive 4 ile. La hlangana kona ibekela dot. Okay. Ibi suka ya kama ya ka 2 and 5. Hiri I 2 ya x na 5 ya man na 5 ya y. La hlangana kona ibekela dot. Lo swone ne. Ibi suka hiku hina 3. 3 ya x. Ile 3 ya x. Ile ya gonya. Why gonya na? Hi mhaka ku y ya hina yi positive. So la hlangana kona ibekela ni dot. Ibi heta hi hlanganisa ti dots ta hina letiya. Hi draw a line, a straight line. Let me draw a straight line. Passing through these points. Okay? So you line why no straight line. This is our straight line. What? Graph. 18. Let's see this for in the so. Draw a straight line yawe. Awuzu hlupheka ni. Leswi ta draw sona loko va ku byela va ku complete the table and draw the linear what? Equation. So ile swa for enta sona la akuzukuhlupha chumu la. So yo faneka estiva sweswo ku yo faka stop all these points on a line is a solution of the graphed equation. Okay. Let's move to example number 2. This was example number 1. Let's move to example number 2. Ka example number 2. Bari hinyiketiwini. Hinyiketiwa y. It is equals to 2x minus 1. Va ku drawela table. Va ku ile table leyi fanele ku yi tirhisa. You have been given this table for x and y. You are given this table for x and y. La ku draw lani guys. So x, y. Let me start with -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. Okay? So this is what we have now. This is what we have, a table. This is the table we have, okay? Ile table ya hina ile table ya hina a hi yimeni kwala, it's fine. You can just end here. So now very complete the table and draw a linear. You have to draw a linear equation, okay? So basically we are going to use the very same procedure leyi nga fika hi tirhisalaniwa. You complete the table ya hina and we draw a linear equation or a line which represent the linear equation. So in this case ta fika endla yini? Hi ta fika hi ku la ku nga na x ya vekela -2. So y it is equals to y is equals to ma. Hi ta fika hi ku 2 open bracket minus 2 minus 1. Ivi ba hi tsala sa ra hina. U by calculate ku 2 minus 2 minus 1. It's -5. It's -5. Ivi tlhe vuya futhi hi ku la nga na x ya vekela mani -1. So the answer in this case will be what? It's -3 loko by calculate. Ivi we replace x is 0 is 2 open bracket 0 minus 1. 2 times 0 iman 2 times 0 is 0 minus 1 it's -1. Okay. Ivi tlhe vuya futhi hi ta replace mani sweswi replace 1. Replace x 1. So it's 2 times 1 minus 1 which is equals to 1. Hi tlhe vuya futhi ku noma yo hetisela hi na -2. -2 or it's +2, sorry. +2 minus 1. Hi kuma mani answer ra hina. Laniwa hi kuma we are getting what? It's 2 times 2, 4 minus 1 is 3. It's 3. So hi letiya ti-values ta wena. Laha va hi byelile ka number 1 hi na -5, ka number 2 hi na -3, ka 0 hi na -1, ka 1 hi na 1. Sorry. And then ka 2 hi na 3. Done. So now we draw a graph here. Let's draw our graph. We are drawing our graph now. We want to draw our graph here. We are drawing our graph. This is y, this is x. Okay? We work like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Just like that, okay? So this will be 1, -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ile a Cartesian plane yana so hi drawing la. Okay, hi draw Cartesian plane yana. So now hi fanele representa ti-point ta hina ka graph ya hina. So hi ta fika hi ku -2 leyi yi fambaka na -5. Swi komba sweswi hi vuya hansi because y ya hina output ya hina i minus money 5 hi leyi. So this is the point. Okay? Ivi tlhe hi vuya hi kwini? Hi ku -2 -1 -3 -1 ya x hi leyi -1 -3 ya mani ya y. Swi komba ku hina laha ti hlanganaka kona hi vekela point. Ti hlangana laha point ta timbirhi. Ivi vuya hi ku 0 hi leyi i 0 laha hi le ka origin laha. Wa vona laha i origin. I 0 ya x. Hi tshama kha hi khoma ka origin. Loko va ku x 0 hi khoma la ka origin. Hi ya hlanganisa na nambara leyi fambaka na hina -1 hi ta fika hi draw point laha ka -1 hi leya point ya kona. It's calling. Ivi hi vuya hi ku 2 hi leyi na 3. 2 and 3. Kuma ku point lenga le. If we say join, we need to join our points now. But the join the points ta hina ne. I join the points ta hina. Let that point ta. Kuma ku hili linear graph ya hina leyi hi nga represent. Ma yivona? So it's easy. Awuzubilela hileswi draw swa kusona hi minkama yo tala ne. Every time loko hi draw hi endla mixaka lowa a hi yeni ka swo hetisela a nuna ta mi dyondzisa ku plota tigraph I ku plota leswi x and y x and y x and y just like that. Okay, a hi yeni ka swin'wana. Now we move to the horizontal line. Let me just write horizontal line. We are moving to the horizontal line. The other one, it will be a vertical line. Okay, so let's talk about the horizontal and the vertical line, right? For horizontal line, a horizontal line, it's a line. A horizontal line will have an equation. This will have an equation. Equation y it is equals to b. So in this case b, this b, it represents a number. The value of b represent what? Will be the point where line crosses y-axis. B will be what? B will be the point where the line does what? Where the line crosses the y-axis. Okay. I go says when you get to Cartesian plane like this. You are given a Cartesian plane like this one. That's saying this is y and x. Right? You are given a Cartesian plane like this one. So that's saying you need to draw the graph of y. It is equals to -2. So here you'll be given 1, 2, 1, 2, minus 1, minus 2, minus 1, minus 2. So here loko hi ri na y it is equals to b. And there's talk of b. Ku ta ku ri point where the line cross the y-axis. Swi komba ku la hava na a horizontal line. Our horizontal what? Line. A twanana ni. So like a horizontal line la loko hi ri na y is equals to -2. Swi komba graph ya hina hi fika ka y draw a horizontal. Very y I -2 hi leyi ka y I ti-values ta y leti indicating la henhla. Swi komba hina se a draw yini? Hi draw line y hina passing through -2. This is our graph. Hi leya graph ya hina hi va hi hetini hi ndlela leyo. Nkama yin'wana loko va fika ku u draw graph leyi I graph ya y man, y it is equals to -2. A hi ngo vo draw graph ya y it is equals to 1. Loko hi ze ku y it is equals to something swi komba ku fa hi endla yini? Hi draw our horizontal line. So hi ta fika hi draw our horizontal line la. Hi le horizontal line. Hi lava ku draw graph ya hina. This is our graph. Passing through 1. And then you indicate. This is our graph. Hi le graph ya. I graph ya hina le. Ya y it is equals to 1. So this is how you draw a graph of a horizontal line. In the form y it is equals to b. B leyi representa kwini? Point where line crosses the y-axis. B it represents a number. So the number that we're talking about hi laha line wa hina wu nga ta hi kona. A hi nga vertical. Vertical line. Vertical line. A vertical line will have an equation x, I wanted to say x. Okay, let me do this. Will have an equation x, it is equals to a, where a it represent the point where the line crosses the x-axis. A represent the point where the line crosses the x-axis. Okay, so it represents the point where the line crosses the what? The x-axis. I wouldn't go blah blah Susanja. I'm going to get to Cartesian plane like this. This is your Cartesian plane. And that's saying this y and this x. Okay, so here you have -1, -2, -3, -4. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Here lang, ka vertical line. A vertical line will have an equation x is equals to a, where a represents the point where the line crosses the x-axis. So in this case, e.g., if you are given x, it is equals to -3. Here graph here -3, here -3 ka x is this point here. So -3, draw a vertical line. Draw a vertical line passing through that point. Let me use the red one. This is the point I'm talking about. Okay? With this point now, yona graph ya hina leyi ya a vertical line. Si fanele ka va hi nyika va ku sweswiwani hina x it is equals to 3 or x equals to 2. 2 ya hina yi positive la. Swi komba ku hi ta fika draw a vertical line passing through that 2. Tata hi kwala ka 2. So hi leyi I graph ya hina. Wayibona? So this graph represents x equals to 2. So hi hetile lesson ya hi leswi a ni ta ku swi tiva ka siku ra namuntlha. Swi komba ku leswin'wana mi ta ya mi ya endla, but ngo ni ku siya na homework ya wena leyi u nga ta ni endlela yona loko u tshamile. Homework ya wena okay, homework ya wena, homework ta ni endlela yona leyi, homework very. Ka homework you are given an equation like this. Let me show you the equation. Complete. Let me write it here. Complete the table and graph the linear equation. If they say graph the linear equation, they mean draw or represent the table in the Cartesian plane in the form of a line. So you'll be given a table like this. This will be your table. This will be a table, right? And then from this table, you know that you'll be given x and y. So yeah, let's use minus 2, or let me say minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. It equals 0, 1, 2, and 3. So you have to find the outputs, right? And the equation is y it is equals to 2 divided by 3x plus 4. So this is the equation. This is the equation. Draw mundugu tana so draw it. Draw illa. Or unga draw ibilo ko etu draw un text ka WhatsApp no problem. Ka 066 372 6855. So this is the WhatsApp number. You can use this WhatsApp number, right? So that at least you wanna Sala draw graphly one, draw complete out draw the linear graph. Okay. Right. So ka the lesson objectives tamina kahle kahle anata ku vongwina mi understand the relationship between proportional relationships and line relationships. And then you also find and interpret the slope of proportional relationship, graph the proportional relationship, compare the proportional relationships. So some of the things we did not complete for today, but December go kama siku lama landzelaka ta va yi ri busy na swona. Inkomu.